when I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And soon the broken-hearted people living in the world will see they can be the answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they be free. They will have an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There awaits their answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until forever, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music, Mother Mary comforts me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be.
Hello and welcome to this meditation. You can now allow yourself to focus on your heart chakra. It's safe to allow yourself to express your feelings in this space now. As you feel into your heart, you can allow yourself to release your thoughts and step into more divine presence. The more you allow yourself to feel, the more you can release the thoughts that are keeping you from receiving more and more love. Your heart holds the key to your universe, so allow yourself to receive this information that your heart desires to express through you now. You can give yourself another moment here to relax deeper into this connection to your energy body. Allow your heart's energy to shine throughout all energy centers in your body now, and to ground you into a deeper presence in divine love. It's safe for you to fully surrender here and to expand your mind as your heart fills it with new life. Thank you, and namaste.
Hi, I'm Christina, and I'll be doing today's Sunday service card reading. So for today's reading, we are using the Romance Angels by Dorian Virtue, and we've pulled 3 cards. And so the first card that we have says trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So I feel that this card is really about trusting the journey. It's about trusting the healing journey, about building trust with the teachings and building trust with God. And sometimes, well, many times on your twin flame journey, it may feel like nothing's changing. You may be doing a lot of spiritual work, a lot of healing work, and for a while, like nothing's shifting. But you have to have faith and trust that things are moving, and you just may not be able to see it yet. The other thing that's coming up with this card is that when you are exploring on your twin flame journey, when you are getting clear on whether someone is your twin flame or not, it's important to know that you cannot be hurt. That when you are exploring with God and when you are exploring with the divine, you are protected, and it's safe to trust where God and where your heart is guiding you. And it's okay if it looks like things on the outside don't make sense, if you're guided to take a step that may not make sense, or maybe even looks like you're being guided further away from your twin flame. You really have to have faith and have trust in God and just follow God's plan for you. And when you do that, you're always being guided to your best and highest interest and highest good. So yeah, that is the first card. Second card that we have is Healing Family Issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So I feel like this card is about letting go of like false beliefs and conditioning that you may have learned growing up and from society. And it's really about healing what the true dynamic is between divine feminine and divine masculine, and also relating to God as your divine father and your divine mother. And as you heal your relationships and you heal what you've learned from relationships, that is what helps you relate from a place of divine love, from unconditional love, and that reveals whether someone may be your true twin flame or your false twin flame. And so it's safe to dive into the patterns and the blocks that you may have experienced in the past and that you may still be experiencing in the present, because the story that you may be telling yourself isn't necessarily true, and we have to let go of those stories in order to create a new story for ourselves. And the last card that we have is Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So this card is about not taking the journey so seriously all the time. Like, yes, we are healing upsets, we're doing a lot of spiritual work and mirror work, but like Jason and Chrissy say in the sermon, it's very important to romance yourself daily. It's very important to enjoy your life and to incorporate joy into every part of your life. And so, yeah, whatever you like to do, whatever lights you up inside and fills you up, it's very important to always be filling up your inner well. And the whole purpose of the journey is always to be feeling better and to feel good. And Jeff and Shaleia say in Twin Flame Ascension School how you never have to feel bad, even if you're moving through a particular challenge that is very difficult. You don't have to focus on the challenge, you don't have to focus on the block, but instead lean on love, lean on your joy, and focus on your joy and the love that is in your life. And even if it feels like there is no romance in your life or love in your life, know that there is, and that love is coming in, and choose to be with love and to enjoy the romance of your life. So I guess the one thing I wanted to add after that is that that's also what attracts and magnetizes your twin flame, is being in that state of romance, being in the state of joy and of peace. So those are our 3 cards for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoy the remaining of today's Sunday service. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to this Sunday service. Welcome. I am Yorin and I'm going to be introducing today's sermon. And this sermon is done by Jason and Chrissy, who are basically talking about how there are very new, fresh, harmonious twin flame unions in our community at the time of this recording. And how this is such a victory for twin flames, because we have an even better way, even clearer way to realize and recognize true twin flames, and for true twin flames to come into unions. So congratulations to all the new harmonious unions and also all the new unions that we're seeing in our community. And basically the sermon is all about recognizing false twin flames, which is interesting. And I enjoyed this sermon, and I think the very first thing that was said was that sometimes we attach to one event in our twin flame journey, and we run this event as a sign of having found, of having identified our twin flame. And I want to talk a little bit about that, a little bit about this event that we romanticize, that is so important to us, because it is important. Like, I think a lot of people were awakened to the twin flame journey by a very shocking, a very memorable event of having such a strong connection with someone and having such strong signs and even like physical symptoms of awakening to the twin flame journey. And I can understand that. I went through that too. Like I was just experiencing like a stomach drop when I first saw my twin flame, which is funny. When I first saw, at least when I first saw the person that I felt was my twin flame. And I want to talk about it a little bit because I think a lot of the time we base all of our behaviors, all of our reflection on very, very, I would say like spiritual, but also very ungrounded signs, you know? It's kind of like when you fall in love when you're young, or you have a crush, and it's very passionate and very fiery, and then it dies out because like it turns out that aside from the physical relationships, like you don't have a whole lot in common with that person. And I'm not saying that it happens to everyone, but I think a lot of people could benefit from not going with the most spiritual signs and the most extreme signs in order to identify their twin flame. And Jason and Chrissy kind of go deep into that, because they go into all of the points of having a false twin flame and what it feels like. And I'm not going to to go deep into that topic when they have such a good sermon about it, but according to that event that we have, that event, that very shocking event that makes us realize that, oh, we're like attracted to this person, there's a connection there. It's not really like the way to do stuff on the twin flame journey. It's not really the way to feel your way through stuff. I think even though it may look spiritual and it may look deep to have an extreme like physical symptom, an extreme reaction and connection to someone, it's actually not that deep. I'm going to explain why. I think most of the time, and correct me if I'm wrong, like in the comments if you want, when we're young, the people that were on the twin flame journey, they always desired to have that perfect lover. They believed in love, but they didn't believe in a love that was special or out of this world or different. They really believed in having a partner that was just like simple, that accepted them, that wanted to do stuff with them, that wanted to have dreams and goals with them. And I think that inner child belief that we have, we never lose it, really. And that's that belief that makes us awaken to the twin flame journey afterwards. However, that belief doesn't transform into like, oh, that means that I was different, that means that I was special, that means that I was one of like 144,000 twin flames in the world. The belief that the twin flame relationship is rare and special and it's for a different superior kind of human is kind of biased and false. And that's actually based on separation and having extreme emotions and not feeling them. Because twin flames actually, they are very grounded. It's the most peaceful, the easiest relationship that you can have. And of course, like your twin flame, they trigger you, yes, but when the triggers are healed, the relationship is so easy and they come so much closer to you. They are just attracted to you and they're everything that a false twin flame is not. And a false twin flame is anything but easy, but a false twin flame serves as an awakening. Like, you know, when you have a pattern that you're running consciously or unconsciously, and then the universe is saying like, oh, snap out of it, wake up. I think the twin flame journey is about that. Like this awakening that you have at the beginning is about a wake-up call, but it's not meant to stay that extreme and painful. Yeah, that's not, twin flames are not about, you know, staying in the painful pattern of being ignored, of being disrespected. And I want you to really focus on that and focus your reflection on that and maybe taking a notepad when you listen to that sermon so that you can understand the very slight but very different nuances of a false twin flame and a true twin flame. And I hope that you see Jason and Chrissy and see the other harmonious twin flames union and see how easy it actually is to be with your person. And that it can inspire you to keep going until you fully identify the person that you're thinking of right now, or you fully identify maybe someone else, but someone else that will be just perfect for you. So yeah, I want you to really connect to the sermon, and if you want to go deeper and know how to identify your twin flame, I invite you to really stay the whole sermon and we can talk about it afterwards because we have some very special tools that are available for you to help you identify your twin flame and be peaceful on your twin flame journey. So yeah, enjoy.
Welcome to today's Sunday service. We are Jason and Chrissy.
Hi, everyone.
We are the executive ministers of Union for today's service. Let us start with our opening ohms, followed by our opening prayer. I am the only child of God, forever part of Him. I am created by Him in perfection, and there I always remain. My mind is my sanctuary, where I keep His holy creation sacred. I will only allow in His voice. I will only accept His word. Today I will hear the word of God. I surrender myself to His teachings through His divine channel. I will honor what He has spoken and accept it as His will. I will be obedient to His word, for this is my salvation. In Christ's name, Amen.
Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us today into the service. And the first thing, Jason and I haven't done a service in some time. And so we wanted to first congratulate all of the new HTFUs in the community. Mm-hmm. This is a really big deal for our community and organization. And I think it's an amazing achievement for us all. So congratulations to all of the new HTFUs, Harmonious Twin Flame Unions. If you want to learn more about the Harmonious Twin Flame Unions, maybe look at their bios, see how they came into union, how they met, their stories. They're available for you on twinflamesuniverse.com. They're all listed. All the unions and HTFUs are there, and you can check that out if you're interested.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good. And so what we want to talk to is about twin flames today, of course. We're going to have a twin flame discussion and really getting clear on false twin flame dynamics.
False twin flames.
False twin flames.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think it's really important to have these conversations because there is something that, Jason and I moved through in our experiences. We both had false twin flame experiences. And sometimes you might hold on to experience you had, like one experience, like one, earth-shattering moment in your life, and then you ignore all of these other behavior patterns and experiences and communication from a person because you're holding on to this one belief that you're attached to in regards to your twin flame person.
Yeah, something that I think, I don't know if it happened to both of us in a similar way or it was just me, but we've talked about this before where so we could have an interaction with someone or have, moments with someone that we find to be, what's the word, something that we've never experienced, like this very highly personal connection, or you know what I mean, like this very deep connection, intense connection, and find that that's not how the other person is experiencing the situation. Maybe I'm experiencing the situation that way, and another person isn't experiencing that same thing. And so you put this, this grandeur relationship with this person that might not be taking place, right? And that's something that happened. I know that happened with me in my false twin flame relationship. Twin flame relationship. Did that happen with you? Or?
Yeah, I absolutely. Like very early on my spiritual journey, when I was having my spiritual awakening, I felt these intense connections with people, and I didn't really understand it or know what it was. I just felt like really like intense experiences within me that were occurring, and it was like almost like they were a catalyst to that. And it led me to twin flames, and then naturally you would connect, well, they must be my twin flame because
Sure.
they led me to twin flames.
Right.
But sometimes that's just their purpose, is to lead you to twin flames and the exploration and the journey, the twin flame journey versus being your twin flame.
Right. And I think it's important to point out that thing, like the way that you had this connection with someone is in a particular area and might not be all the areas, right? And so like I think people focus down on, oh well, we have this unbreakable connection right here, but then like not in like these other areas, and then they see it as like this one like unified connection throughout all the dynamics of someone's life, and they kind of look at things through rose-colored glasses and don't pick up on the red flags, don't pick up on the ways that you aren't aligned, and just throw all those things out the door and really just say it's this person. I know it's this person. I'm not willing to explore anything else. And like what happens is that like you kind of pigeonhole your journey into this just into this one person. And then when someone isn't making traction, it's I think it heightens the upsets, right? Because
because they're almost like anchored to a belief system that's resulting in a lot of pain and suffering for them, instead of letting go of that thing and seeing what happens.
Because it's ultimately an exploration, and so like even if you believe your twin flame to be a person, it's still an exploration of finding out if they are or not. Right? And you have to take that journey and heal through the things that come up to figure that out. And what's like the best way that, or a good indicator that as you're healing that, what is your, because like everything can mirror something within you, right?
I think this is the biggest one that a lot of people get hung up on, and I'm gonna pull some stuff from Twin Flames Finding Your Ultimate Lover here in regards to false twin flame relationships. There's a list that is available of like 9 signs of a false twin flame relationship, and I think what Jason you're pointing to is one of the most like common signs, and it's this one. Let me see if I'll make sure it's the right one. A false twin flame will not be interested in bringing your painful inner misalignments to the surface. They will be more interested in enjoying your presence now as you are, and not interested in investing in you and helping you become aligned with your divine self by bringing your core stuff to the surface for healing. Okay, and so what I see a lot of times is people that I work with be like, oh, well, they do this. They bring all my triggers out.
They really upset me.
They really upset me. So they must be my twin flame.
Right?
But no, like that's just
maybe,
one
but
thing.
Maybe
but
not.
Maybe not.
Right?
Like that's just one component. If they're not, if they're just triggering you, but not actually supporting you and moving through that into peace and going deeper with you into the peace, they're triggering you and bouncing out. They're triggering you and like, or they're bouncing out is what's triggering you. Like, then you want to look at that and say, okay, maybe I have an unhealthy attachment here, because the twin flame dynamic is very peaceful. You're always going deeper peace. And that's what this means when it says like, will bring your will align with your divine self by bringing your core stuff to the surface for healing. As you heal, you'll go deeper into peace together, right? And so it won't be this continuous like
roller coaster
or suck fest. Like when you heal it at the core with your twin flame, it's healed, it's resolved, and you go deeper together into peace in that space, right? And I think that's a really core component to remember on the twin flame journey, is that your twin flame will always go deeper with you. Right?
Yeah, and you have to discern, like, you don't just put all your eggs in one basket. Correct. Right? Like it's a process, and there's a lot of discernment that takes place. Right? Like, for example, when we were in TFAS, right? We didn't know we were twin flames, but like we were healing. What was anything happening in with the person that you thought to be your twin flame? Were they coming closer to you?
No, not at all.
Neither me. I was healing like we were healing like nonstop all day, every day.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
We were friendly. We came together in like a very natural like kind of way. And we grew our relationship in a natural kind of way, and then things like still weren't like with the people that we thought were our twin flames, like they were getting further. Mine was getting further away, in my opinion. As I continued to heal, it was getting.
Well, I moved countries. Like I left the country.
Yeah, you actually left the country.
So I was in a country where I thought my twin flame was, and I moved. So like I got transitions in the military to a different installation. And so like I literally moved continents away from my twin flame person at the time. And so like I had to have a lot of faith.
So logically, like what were you thinking?
I had to have a lot of faith, and I had to like just trust the process and trust that I was feeling better. And as I moved deeper into my purpose work and everything was flourishing, I felt really, really good. And I had to continue to follow the good feeling and practice non-attachment and trust God. Right? There's a process of unfoldment. And so like it's really important to get clear on these things. I think what you had experienced when we came into union, or harmonious twin flame union, is really important as well, because like there's a lot of peace in your union. Like there's a lot of peace, and if you believe that you're gonna have that intense chemical feeling that we discussed, and like you're not feeling that, and so then you're thinking, oh, this can't possibly be my twin flame because I don't have this intense connection I have with this person.
Intense
this chemical attraction, right?
Connection, like that doesn't necessarily have to be present in order for someone to be your twin flame. Not saying that that's not a thing.
Right, it's part of it.
It's something that like you also grow into and might not start out in as, but that intense physical attraction, the intense connection, the what do you call it? The telepathy or whatever. Like not always like a stipulation of being in a twin flame union or twin flame relationship. And again, like there's a process to unveiling your twin flame, whomever that may be.
Yeah, so I want to go over some of these so like we can contemplate and think about them together and kind of just get an idea. So one is like your twin flame will not abandon you. And so what this says is a false twin flame will regularly abandon you. They will find ways to split up with you and get away from you, either emotionally, spiritually, or physically. They will not be interested in spending long stretches of time with you because they are not designed to be around you for long, sustained periods. I think this is really important to contemplate on your twin flame journey with your twin flame person. Are they desiring to spend time with you? Is it is it peaceful when you're together? Does your peace extend every time that you are together? Are you staying together for longer periods of time as you heal? Are you seeing that healing that you're doing reflected in your union? Because like the healing is real and the healing does occur. And the more you heal, the more you should see that healed state reflected in your life experience.
Okay, but what about if a person's twin flame, whom actually happens to be the twin flame, is nowhere to be found?
Just keep doing your healing work and trusting the process, right? At the end of the day, the twin flame journey is an inner process. It's all about loving yourself and prioritizing God and yourself and your needs and your desires and respecting yourself. And a lot of times the problem is a lack of respect and a lack of proper boundaries. So there's an energetic exchange you might be getting, but you're not being treated properly. It's really important to respect yourself properly and trust that that's what needs to occur to see a shift in your union and in the dynamic you're experiencing.
I think we've seen time and time again where someone's twin flame isn't in their life, ghosting them, no contact, and that, you know, they're, as you heal, that person either, you know, steps up and reveals themselves, or goes away more and like someone else, and then your real twin flame like reveals themselves as you heal. So like something to take note of if you're not seeing the results that you want in your healing, to continue doing that and like keep your heart open, I guess, to the possibilities of whatever is in store for you.
Yeah, I think like when you read the stories of the harmonious twin flame unions, and especially the new ones that we talked about earlier, you'll see this same theme consistently of persisting with the work, of trusting the work, and of trusting God moving through their life and continuing to take one step at a time in releasing attachment to what you think you might be going on. So here's the next one. A false twin flame will try to lie to you about who they really are. They will not want you to know they are false because they get so much love energy from you without having to reciprocate anything real. A false twin flame will likely try to take as much of your love as possible without wanting to give love back. This unrequited love energy, right? Like you give all of yourself to somebody and there's like no reciprocation. There's no return on investment. That feels really bad and it's very disrespectful. And so if you're in that particular situation and you're experiencing that and you're on your journey with your twin flame, know that you have the opportunity and you have the ability to make a new choice there and respect your energy. Bring all that energy back into you and love yourself and choose to respect yourself and place boundaries if you're being mistreated.
Yeah, and a lot of times if that's occurring in your experience and you're not handling that, like that will quickly turn into resentment for the person and a lot of upsetting angriness.
Yeah. A false twin flame will not share your vision for the future. I think this is a really big one. Because like if you have a vision of what you desire and your person is like communicating consistently that that's not what they want, like you need to trust what they're communicating. And like if that's the case, then you just want to trust that either like you're still moving through things or maybe they're a false twin flame. And it's okay to get clear there that you're having a false twin flame experience. Like Jason and I were having false twin flame experiences all through Twin Flame Ascension School, right? But like what really matters is that we found each other and we healed the block and we received the support and we continue to invest in our twin flame journey. That's what really matters. And so like you can let go of what it looks like. You can let go of, oh man, like some kind of loyalty you might be holding on to or being, you know, that's not allocated or directed correctly. Pull all that in and just, you know, love God, love yourself, and focus on what feels good and follow that feel good feeling. Yeah. So let's see here. A false twin flame will likely try to hide their true selves from you. They will not want to honestly share the deepest parts of themselves with you, even if cornered or persuaded to do so. I think this one really gets to like not wanting to go deeper, right? What I experienced in our union, and
well, talk is cheap, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like talk is cheap. Like they'll actually execute because you're doing it. You'll see that near to you. You will see your healing near to you.
Right. Your core choices will be mirrored to you.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's a beautiful thing that I love about the twin flame dynamic is that as you heal something at the core and you address it at the core, it doesn't come up anymore. You know what I mean? Like I experienced that in our relationship. Like when we really heal something at the core, it doesn't come up anymore. And if we're healing something and we haven't gotten to the core of it yet, when it does come up, it's not as intense as it was last time. So if there's like something we're moving through or a pattern that we're moving through, I really do feel it like shift in its delivery. Like it feels energetically like not as charged. It just feels less and less like powerful, I guess, every time we address it and move through it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, it might feel like very thick and something that you can't work through. And then as you do, like down the road, it's just like, oh, this is here again. And while it's not, sometimes it's not pleasant to work through, but like it doesn't hold the same like weight that it once did. And so it's much easier, I think, to heal, it
gets very light and easy, and it's just a cycle, right? We're always moving in cycles in our life and in our energy and in like our auric field. So like things are going to come up consistently, but your experience with them will change together in your union as you heal. You'll see differences. You'll see light differences at first. That's what I experienced, like a light difference at first. And then like I'll be like, whoa, that's a total difference, right? As I see my healing move through my twin flame, right? A false twin flame will always prevent you from going deeper with them no matter what you do. I think that's really important. No matter what you do, no matter how much you heal, they're just not budging. They're just not changing their tune. Like nothing is moving forward. That's a clear indicator of a possible false twin flame relationship. And it's okay to honor that you're having that experience. Remember that respect is about honoring the entire experience that you're having, not just one component of this experience like we discussed earlier, but you honor the entire experience.
Well, you're only created to go deeper with your twin flame, right? So like, that's an indicator that there's a wall up there because they're only created to go deeper with their twin flame, right? Same with you. And so if you find that occurring, then that's a good indicator that you're probably in a false twin flame relationship.
Yeah. And so here's the last one we'll review and we'll kind of close out here. On the surface, your false twin flame appears as your true twin flame. But as you go deeper, they reveal to you they are not who you are looking for. As you choose love at the core in the upset places inside of yourself, your false twin flame is mirroring. They'll choose separation over unity versus your twin flame, who would mirror your core choices in love and be unified with you. I think this is so important because as you do the mirror exercise and you practice it and apply it in your life, your twin flame will unify with you in the spaces in which you are upset as you heal them. So you'll have a tangible result on your twin flame journey as you heal the core upsets occurring in your life, right? I think that's what I experienced, and I experienced it with you today as much as I experienced it with you years ago. It's the same thing because there's such an infinite amount of work for us to do that there's always something coming up, there's always something arising, and it's an amazing and beautiful experience to have a companion in your life who is going to go deeper with you every time. And that's one of the most beautiful things about the twin flame dynamic is that they're your ultimate companion, they're your ultimate partner in life, and they're going to meet you there every single time because you're meeting yourself there, because you're loving yourself there. And you're going to have that mirror to you. That's the truth of the twin flame journey.
Yeah, and I think, like you said, that they will mirror the parts of you that are healed, and then also mirror the parts of you that are not healed or that need to be healed, right? And like, that's something, that is, should be taken account of, because like, you're not just going to heal this thing and then everything's going to be like perfectly magical. Like there's, like you said, there's a lot of things to work on. Your consciousness is very deep, and there's a lot that needs to be healed within it. And another point would be like not to, heal, not to do the mirror exercise so that your circumstances change on the outside. Like you're not doing the healing work to make your supposed twin flame friend you on Facebook, or to like start talking to you again or whatever. Like that's not really how healing works. Like your job is to feel peace within when you're upset, when you're triggered by something, and that's what your job is, right? The other stuff is God's job, and you have your role, and then there's the surrender part of it.
Yeah, I think like as you heal, the good will come to you naturally, and how God desires it to come to you. It's His will, and in His way. God is responsible for your union. And so you're responsible for healing and purifying your consciousness into one with your Creator, and moving in that direction and answering God and aligning into His will. As you do that, your twin flame union and your harmonious twin flame union will take care of itself, right? As you choose to apply the work and move in the direction that God guides you. I think that's so fundamentally important. And remember, part of the twin flame journey is enjoying your life. It's doing the inner work, but it's also enjoying the life that you have, and embodying joy in your life, and choosing to do things that light you up and bring you peace and love and harmony.
Well, creating the life that you want to live.
Yeah, 100%. And so when you're looking at really identifying a false twin flame, or looking and seeing, remember, you can always create space, let whoever your twin flame person is go, and if they're your true twin flame, they will come back to you. Like that's the truth. And so it's okay to just practice. One of the best practical exercises I feel that I bring up a lot in this space is, do you choose this person if they are your twin flame? Do you choose this do you choose your twin flame if it's this person? Do you choose your twin flame if it's not this person? And if you want to answer yes to both of those questions, it's really important to release that attachment to a person and choose your twin flame.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And something else that I picked up on from, a recent discussion with somebody is, if you're reading this book and you kind of skip somewhere, like you skip a chapter, or maybe you've been skipping the 9 signs of the false twin flame relationship, or maybe you skip the life purpose section, or maybe you're like, oh, I'm going to skip this part. You most likely have a block there that you want to address, and that's why you're skipping it. I highly recommend. It's a very easy read, this book. And if you're skipping any component of it, you might want to go back and maybe look at why you're choosing to skip over something, right? And like,
no.
And just maybe take some time to look at that and see if there's anything there for you. Yeah, a little tip I got.
Little tips.
Little tips. Yeah. So, and remember that the twin flame journey is absolutely wonderful, and it's a beautiful gift. And it's for you too. And those harmonious twin flame unions that we're experiencing in the community are a testament to that it is for everyone. And that includes you. So, you ready, babe?
Yeah.
With that, please join us for our closing prayer and alms. Father, I accept your word into my heart. I will honor your will in my life and will follow you without hesitation anywhere you ask. I know you guide me into your heart where I belong. I accept that you are everywhere, and your teaching is in all things. God, I know you provide me clarity in this teaching of union, that I may be forever in union with you. I accept that you are in me as you are in my brother. I will not deny my brother your word, and will share your teaching with him in any way you ask, and only as you ask. For when I share my salvation with him, I fully claim my salvation and return to you with him. In Christ's name, Amen.
Speaking this prayer in your heart means you have accepted that you are on the path of awakening to your true divine nature. This is what it means to be a unionist. Follow the teachings of union with God wherever you find them, and purify your consciousness into perfect union with your Creator.
So please take a deep breath and join us in our closing alms. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Enjoy your Sunday.
Welcome back. I hope you really enjoyed this sermon, and I hope this was insightful for you in order to go forward on your twin flame journey. And what I was talking about at the end of the intro is that we can help you have an easier twin flame journey. In fact, like, we have a discussion after this sermon where you can just share with other people, ask your question, and enjoy this sense of community with people that were or are on the same path as you, are healing the same things as you. So really, if you want to go deeper with all of these notions and insights that you just received, connect to our Unionism Facebook discussion group in order to have the after church tea time that is happening right after our Sunday sermon at 1 p.m. Eastern time, so that you can, just confirm that maybe you're not alone, or that there is a way to actually know for sure that you are on the right path. And I really enjoyed the sermon. I certainly checked in my heart whether like my connection was truly my connection, and if my twin flame was meeting all the points that I was seeing, either in a true twin flame or a false twin flame. And I think this is important for everyone to have this like precision sometimes, because we kind of forget being in love with somebody. We kind of forget to look at the red flags, and that's okay, but like, you can keep going and know that when you keep going, like, you'll receive everything that you've ever desired. All of your dreams, all of this is possible if you continue, if you never give up. So if you enjoy this message, and if you want to share this message, if you thought this was powerful and helpful for you, I encourage you to maybe consider donating to the Church of Union, so that we can continue to share this message with other people, a lot of other people, so that all twin flames can be together. And the more we are on that journey, the faster and easier the healing and ascension can be. So yeah, consider visiting unionism.org where we have all our information, like what we believe in, and see if you want to just donate and help support this channel so that we can do more and more things for Twin Flames and for everybody. So I hope you enjoy this Sunday or your day whenever you're watching, and see you in the Unionism Facebook discussion group for the after church tea time. Namaste. Bye-bye.